Boro finally have the elusive wing-back we've been looking for, and to be fair, we've probably got one of the best that was available. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and yes, Boro finally have the elusive wing-back we've been waiting for. Callum Brittain has signed from Blackburn Rovers, and due to Rob Edwards' style of play, the gaps and the holes within Boro's squad, the need, the desperation for wing-backs was getting bigger and bigger and bigger heading into the opening game of the season. So this is one of the most important, but also one of the most impressive signings I think we could have made. So taking a look at the Boro website then, it says Callum Brittain signs for Boro. The club have completed the signing of Callum Brittain from Blackburn Rovers. The right-sided fullback has signed on a 4-year contract. Brittain arrives on the back of 3 impressive years at Blackburn, where he clocked up over a century of championship appearances. The 27-year-old has over 300 career appearances to his name after progressing to the MK Dons Academy before joining then championship side Barnsley. Callum becomes the club's 3rd senior signing of the summer, joining Abdoulaye Kante and Alfie Jones on Teesside as Rob Edwards continues to shape his squad for the new campaign. Reflecting on his move to the Riverside, Callum did say, "I'm absolutely delighted to be a Boro player. It was the right time for me to make the next step in my career, and I'm excited to be here. I had a really good chat with the gaffer about how he wants to play and his ambition while he's here, and it's clearly an environment where everyone is pulling in the same direction. I can't wait to get going." Taking a look at what Craig Johns has said on the Gazette Live website, he does go into more detail on the signing by saying Brittain's arrival sees Boro secure their top target for a position that was identified as one of the most important for strengthening this summer. Particularly so since Rob Edwards' arrival switched focus to the need for a player capable of playing both fullback and wingback. Brittain is seen as a majorly important addition to the Boro side. The 27-year-old has signed a 4-year contract at the Riverside. And of course, we saw that on the website. It is led to rise to upwards of around £3.5 million. Brittain snubbed interest from Derby County to make the Boro move and becomes the 3rd summer signing. It then mentions a quote that we, of course, have already discussed on the website. He then says Brittain's arrival ends a month-long pursuit of the attacking fullback who missed Blackburn's first friendly of the summer as Boro's initial move was made. He made clear at the time he wanted the move, but with the two clubs apart in their valuation, Brittain stayed professional and has continued to train and play for Rovers in their summer friendlies. It means that he should be fit to be ready to play if selected on Saturday when Boro kick off the new season against Swansea City. He then says Boro finally made progress on the deal last week and the two sides eventually agreed a fee, allowing Brittain to make the switch to the Riverside. Rovers in turn acted swiftly to secure Lewis Miller from Hibernian as a replacement. Strengthening the right-hand side of defence was a key area to Boro this summer after Anthony Dijksteel's exit and Luke Ayling's indifferent start and fitness problems last season. He finally says, with Brittain secured, Boro's attention is largely turned to the other end of the pitch and strengthening Edwards as attacking options. They've held talks with Danny Ings to add competition for Tommy Conway and also want a forward for the role behind the striker. Adding a third hasn't been ruled out, though likely depends on budget. So basically what you can take from that end bit is if Boro want Danny Ings and another forward or a 10, it still remains to be that we are going to need a sale to go through if we're going to get all of our business done. That has not changed, even though Boro have seemed a lot more active in the transfer window of late. We definitely need an outgoing if we want to get our squad in a position to be, I think, competitive this season in the Championship. So, although this is a great signing, my overall thoughts on Boro's recruitment as a whole and the work that still needs to be done, I'm still very, very nervous about it. I'm still feeling very, very uneasy about it. So hopefully Rav, he's heavily linked at the minute with a move away, although the bid that I think was placed, I can't recall if it was Galatasaray, way off, way too low. Hopefully they'll work to get something worked out quickly. Maybe the Rav sale will be enough to get Boro the players that they need, because at the minute it doesn't sound like we're going to be able to. However, let's just forget about that and take a look at this signing on its own. I am over the moon with this one. Not only is he one of what is Borough's top target in this position, he is a signing in a position that we desperately need. Borough's chances of success this season hinge on us having very, very good wing-backs on both sides, by the way. There still needs to be work done on the left-hand side, but I would say of the two that I've seen in pre-season, yes, we still need to be doing better on the left-hand side than Sammy Silvera, as well as he's done, but Sammy's been far more effective than what Luke Ayling has. So if I had to pick one, I'd want a right wing-back in first, and that is exactly what Boro have done. And with Rob Edwards' style of football, one of the biggest changes that Boro are going to have to get right on the ball, in possession, is the wing-backs. This is one of the biggest positions ticked off the list. And not only that, we've probably got one of the best options available in the Championship who could slot into that position as well. So it's a big, big, big signing, Boro. And I think the general feedback by Blackburn fans has been pretty interesting. I think they've been very fair, they've been very honest, and of course they're devastated to have lost him, but they've been very, very complimentary of Callum Brittain as well, often describing him as one of, if not the best right-backs in the league. And I think one thing that was very telling of what Craig mentioned in his article was that he can play both at right-back and right wing-back, and that's really important because I don't think Boro are 100% convincing yet. As a 5, we still, I think, could work better as a 4. Time will tell on if we switch between the two, or maybe just by availability, injuries or form, we might have to go back to a 4 at some point. But Callum Brittain can also do that job. He can play as a right back in a 4. He can play as a right wing back in a 5. So we're covered in both scenarios there, which is really, really good. As for his strengths, they are very, very positive. He is a right wing back that brings high energy, which is exactly what we need in our position, in Rob Edwards' style of play. As we know, off the ball, very, very aggressive. You need energy anyway to get up and down the right-hand side as a wing back to both be effective offensively, but also do your defensive duties when needed as well. Not only that, but he's also very, very good going forwards. His numbers are pretty decent. 5 assists, 2 goals last season in a very up and down Blackburn side from right back, I think is pretty good going. And as I said, Silvera has looked an attacking threat on the left, Ayling not so much on the right. So to have a wing back that has a great delivery, is very good in attacking areas, is nothing but a huge, huge benefit to Boro's team. He's also pretty good 1v1 defending as well. He seems to have pretty much the whole package. So overall, I'm delighted with this one. I think this is a really, really important position that Boro have filled. And for me, he's got to go straight in at the starting 11 for the Swansea game. You know, he's played throughout pre-season for Blackburn. He'll have plenty of fitness in his legs, played plenty of games, and we'll have a week now to bed in at Boro and hopefully get up to speed with what we need him to do here. So he goes straight in for me. I think Boro have bagged themselves one of the best right wing backs in the Championship in a position we desperately needed. So even though I think all 3 signings so far have their real positives to them, this one is by far the best because it is a player, one of the best players in one of the best positions, one of the most desperately needed positions that will not just add depth within the squad, he is going to change our starting 11, and that's what we need to do as well. So yeah, big one for me. Really delighted. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But as I say, and I stress at the end of every single video when we discuss a new signing, there is still so much work to do. It's annoying that it's took us this long to get a right wing back in, but he's in before the start of the season, and he should hopefully, with him being a Championship player, seamlessly fit in and hit the ground running. So it's not too bad really, but we do need someone on the left hand side, and as mentioned, I think desperately we need an outgoing to really help us push and get them final deals done. So we'll see, but as a signing, this one, very, very good. Delighted with it. Exactly what I think we needed in that position. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Other than that, smash a like on the video, subscribe for much more Boro and other general Championship content to come. My league table prediction, 1 to 24, is going to drop very shortly. So if you want to know where I've put Boro and where I've put maybe your team if you're a Championship fan, check that one out and keep an eye for when that drops very soon. But until then, take care and I'll see you all in the next one.